Okej. Nu är vi igång här. Åh, shit. Fan vad fint. Okej, men. Video mot din sinne. Ja, shit vad fin. Okej.
Marcus gillar snopp. Kan alla andra än de som är prenumerant på det kolla? Sänder du live nu? Fixar du lite nu bara? Hallå där. Du, 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 du. Den funkar. Den laggar. Den var upplöd nyss. Ja, det försvann. Jo, jag svär på min mammas död. Allihopa som är inne. Oj du, hallå han du som tittar. Följ mig på Instagram, Samuelsson11. Det står ju det där. Ja, skriv vad ni vill nu. Det ska jag göra.
Daddy, why won't you let me play with her?
Ska du så titta nu? Ja. Skriv vad det heter.
Welcome to the first day of your exciting new career. Whether you were approached at a job fair, read our ad in screws, bolts, and hairpins, or if this is the result of a dare, we welcome you. I will be your personal guide to help you get started. I'm a Model 5 of the Handyman's Robotics and Unit Repair System, but you can call me Hand Unit. Your new career promises challenge, intrigue, and endless janitorial opportunities. Please enter your name as seen above the keypad. This cannot be changed later, so please be careful. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. One moment. Welcome, Eggs Benedict. You can now open the elevator using that bright, red, and obvious button. Let's get to work. Allow me to fill this somewhat frightening silence with some light-hearted banter. Due to the massive success, and even more so the unfortunate closing of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, it was clear that the stage was set, no pun intended, for another contender in children's entertainment. Unlike most entertainment venues, our robotic entertainers are rented out for private parties during the day, and it's your job to get the robots back in proper working order before the following morning. You are now in the primary control module. It's actually a crawl space between the two front showrooms. Now, let's get started with your daily tasks. View the window to your left. This is the Ballora Gallery Party Room and Dance Studio, encouraging kids to get fit and enjoy pizza. Let's turn on the light and see if Ballora is on stage. Press the blue button on the elevated keypad to your left. Uh-oh, it looks like Ballora doesn't feel like dancing. Let's give her some motivation. Press the red button now to administer a controlled shock. Maybe that will put the spring back in her step. Let's check the light again. Excellent. Ballora is feeling like her old self again and will be ready to perform again tomorrow. Now view the window to your right. This is the Funtime Auditorium, where Funtime Foxy encourages kids to play and share. Try the light. Let's see what Funtime Foxy is up to. Looks like Funtime Foxy is taking the day off. Let's motivate Funtime Foxy with a controlled shock.
Access denied.
Let's try another controlled shock. Looks like Funtime Foxy is in perfect working order. Great job! In front of you is another vent shaft. Crawl through it to reach the Circus Gallery control module.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
On the other side of the glass is Circus Baby's auditorium. Let's check the light and see what Baby is up to. Looks like a few of the lights are out, but we can fix that later. Let's encourage Baby to cheer up with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. Great job, Circus Baby. We knew we could count on you. That concludes your duties for your first night on the job. We don't want you to leave overwhelmed, otherwise you might not come back. Please leave using the vent behind you, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Det är en som tittar.
Another day, another dramatic entry in the lives of Vlad and his distressed mistress. Where will they go? What will they do? All of that and more happening now.
Clara, I tell you, the baby isn't mine.
Count, I tell you that it is. You're the only vampire I've ever loved. And the baby turns his bottles into powdered milk.
That doesn't mean anything.
He sleeps on the ceiling fan.
Upright or upside down?
What does it matter? You need to be part of your son's life.
I'm an old man, Clara. I can't be a father.
Well, then at least pay your child support, you deadbeat!
Will Vlad and his distressed mistress find common ground? Tune in next time.
Daddy, you let the other children go see her. Why won't you let me go?
Welcome back for another night of intellectual stimulation, pivotal career choices, and self-reflection on past mistakes. We're committed to creating a unique and fulfilling work experience. One part of that commitment is ensuring that you don't get tired of the voice that you're hearing right now. Using the keypad below, please select a new companion voice. For male, press 1. For female, press 2. For text only, press 3. It seems that you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will autocorrect it for you. Thank you for choosing Angsty Teen.
The elevator stopped. You know the routine. You can get out now or whatever. Stay here if you want. So, funny story. A dead body was found in this vent once. Okay, so not that funny, but it's a story. Okay, let's start with your nightly chores. You should check on Ballora and make sure she's on her stage, but whatever. Huh. I guess Ballora has better things to do. Let's zap her. That should be fun. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. Make sure he's ready for showtime tomorrow.
Great. Great. Great.
There seems to have been a problem with the voice synthesizer. Default settings have been restored. Please proceed through the vent ahead of you to Circus Baby's auditorium.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Circus Baby had a busy day today. Let's check the light and make sure she's in proper working order. Oh, Circus Baby, we aren't here to play hide and seek. Let's encourage Baby to come out of hiding with a controlled shock. Let's try another controlled shock. There seems to be a power malfunction that is affecting our ability to properly motivate Baby. Please stand by while I reboot the system. I will be offline momentarily during this process. Various other systems may be offline as well, such as security doors, vent locks, and oxygen. Commencing system restart.
Motion trigger. Entryway vent. Funtime Auditorium maintenance vent opened. Ballora Gallery maintenance vent opened.
I don't recognize you. You are new. I remember this scenario, however. It's a strange thing to want to do, to come here. I'm curious what events would lead a person to want to spend their nights in a place like this. Willingly. Maybe curiosity, maybe ignorance. There is a space under the desk. Someone before you crafted it into a hiding place, and it worked for him. I recommend that you hurry, though. You will be safe there. Just try not to make eye contact. It will be over soon. They will lose interest.
säkert skita på mig när de börjar. Okej, det börjar prata. Fuck. De börjar prata. Vad händer med släppen?
Du hör den där bra. Du måste hålla inte längre här. Du måste hålla den liksom i det här området. Så att när den här åker upp så drar du muset där.
Okej, de börjar. Vad ska jag göra då? Ska jag bara...
Hålla emot.
Ska jag hålla emot? Ska jag bara ha den på den här sidan?
Ja. Men du kommer få så här försöka... Du måste... Så här måste du göra tills de slutar dra.
Vad käften, kommer de bli våldsammare snart? Kommer man kunna se dem? Ja, det...
When your guide comes back online, he is going to tell you that he was unsuccessful, that you must restart the system manually. He will then tell you to crawl through Ballora Gallery as fast as you can to reach the breaker room. If you follow his instructions, you will die. Ballora will not return to her stage anymore. She will catch you. The power will be restored shortly. When you crawl through Ballora Gallery, go slowly. She cannot see you and can only listen for your movement. When you hear her music become louder, she is growing near, listening for you. Wait and be still.
Thank you for your patience. It seems that the power system cannot be restarted automatically. You will need to restart the power system manually. Please return to the primary control module.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora Gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Ballora gallery maintenance vent open.
Ska jag inte springa nu?
It seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly as possible.
Skojar du? Nej.
Kanske. Jag vet inte. Det är liksom en gamble. Du kan ju spinna på
Va? Käften.
Hoppa Gangnam Style.
Okej, den har fuckat den. Kolla du. Nu kan jag sprinta. Nej, skärp dig! Första kom. Hon är här! Skärp dig! Skärp dig! Nej! Jag har på 24 minuter, vi har en tittare.
Så gå vidare nu då.
Du som...
Du kommer bli rädd när du
Motion trigger breaker room.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect.
Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay.
Han kommer närmare och närmare. Det du måste göra är att du måste restarta ett system i den här. För då så är det den här.
Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse.
Kör ett i taget.
Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage. You must be hearing things, silly.
I know you're over there
Calm
somewhere.
down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep.
Oj, han är nära!
Calm down. I think it was just a mouse.
Nej, men kolla!
Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage. You must be hearing things, silly. Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse. Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage.
I
You must be
see you
hearing
over
things,
there in the
silly.
dark. Come on out.
down. I think it was just a mouse. Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage. You must be hearing things, silly.
You will now be required to crawl through the Ballora gallery using the vent to your left to reach the breaker room. It is recommended that you stay low to the ground and reach the other side as fast as possible as to not disturb Ballora. I will deactivate myself momentarily as to not create an auditory disturbance. Deactivating.
Ballora gallery maintenance vent open.
It seems you are taking a long time. Please proceed as quickly and as quietly as possible.
Han den där mackapären, han killen, snackade i sig.
Bajsa.
Shit.
Motion trigger breaker room.
You may now interface with the breaker control box. Using the interface may disrupt nearby electronics. If you feel you are in danger, feel free to disconnect the interface temporarily until it is safe to reconnect.
Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse.
Come on, say hi to our friends.
Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our
You're over
stage.
there somewhere.
You must be hearing things silly. Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay.
I see you over there in the dark.
Everything is
Come on
okay.
out.
Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse.
I know you're over there somewhere.
Fan
Nope,
vad läskigt det
no one
här
is
är.
here.
Nej, jag har inte blivit skrämd men det
It's
är
bedtime. Let's
asläskigt.
go back to our stage. You must be hearing things silly. Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse. Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage. You must be hearing things silly. Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here.
Fan, jag kan inte dra ner.
Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep.
Du ser det, danger.
Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse.
Innan man går in. Nej, just det.
Nope, no one is here.
Det är alltid det när man är...
Hey, boy, boy.
Let's go
I think
back to our
that's the
stage.
birthday boy over there. We should go give him a surprise.
You must be hearing things silly. Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse. Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our
Själv
stage.
så är jag riktigt cool.
You must be hearing things silly.
Det heter
Calm down and go back to sleep.
Två.
No one is here.
Jag klarade ut spelet här om 4 dagar sedan.
Go back to your stage. Everything is okay.
Jag
Everything is
är
okay.
jag är
Let's
riktigt
go
gamer.
back to sleep. Oh, calm down. I think it was just a mouse. Nope, no one is here. It's bedtime. Let's go back to our stage.
Åh, shit.
You must be hearing things silly.
Alltså det här är det mesta där.
Calm down and go back to sleep. No one is here. Go back to your stage. Everything is okay. Everything is okay. Let's go back to sleep.
Great job. This completes your tasks for the night. Please proceed back through the Ballora Gallery with care, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Nej, skämtar du med mig? Ska jag gå samma här? Men for fuck's sake, ja.
Jag vet vad som händer, men du kommer ändå... Det blir inte så.
Är det samma ljudet kommer? Va? Det är ingen lampa. Det är där. Det kommer ingen musik.
Is someone there?
Det var bara hon som pratade.
I can hear someone creeping through my room.
Du vet jag ska stanna. Ja.
Vill du ha en hemlis?
Vad?
Man kan sprinta genom hela rummet.
Fuck you!
Inte på första.
Men nu?
Men nu kan man sprinta.
Perhaps not.
Du lurar mig nu.
Ja, nej.
Fuck
Jag
you!
vet inte, lura ska han lura sig.
Håll käften bara! Fy fan! Enjoy some time at home.
As the sun sets, so also does another chapter in the saga of love lost between Vlad and his distressed mistress. Can they be reconciled? Can their love rise again? That and more happening now.
Clara, the baby isn't mine.
It is Vlad. They had trouble catching him in the nursery today.
So what? Lots of kids get hyper and run around and stuff.
They had to knock him out of the air with a broom.
I have to go.
They're going to dock your paychecks.
They can't do that. I'm a vampire. I don't get paychecks.
You work the graveyard shift at the Fry Me Taco. Don't lie to me.
Oh, the humanity! When will the heartbreak end? When will these two ships passing in the night rekindle their long-lost love? Tune in tomorrow to find out.
Live, nu är vi
Daddy
live.
just once let me
Men
go
vadå, vi
play
står ju
with
sänd
her.
live här.
She's so pretty and shiny. Didn't you make her just for me?
Welcome back to another pivotal night of your thriving new career, where you get to really ask yourself, what am I doing with my life? What would my friends say? And most importantly, will I ever see my family again? We understand the stresses of a new job, and we're here for you. To help you reach a more stable and relaxing frame of mind, we offer several musical selections to help make this elevator ride as relaxing and therapeutic as possible. We offer contemporary jazz, classical, rainforest ambiance, as well as a wide selection of other choices. Using the keypad below, please type the first few letters of the musical selection you would prefer. It seems you had some trouble with the keypad. I see what you were trying to type, and I will auto-correct it for you. Thank you for selecting Casual Bongos. Now that your elevator experience has been customized to your needs and you're thoroughly relaxed, it's worth mentioning that due to your lackluster performance yesterday, your pay has been decreased by a substantial amount. Please enjoy the rest of your descent.
Följ mig på Instagram.
Due to unforeseen malfunctions from today's shows, your nightly duties will require you to perform maintenance that you may or may not be skilled enough to perform. It became necessary for technicians to attempt to disconnect Funtime Freddy's power module. However, they were unsuccessful. Allowing them to try again would be an inefficient path forward, as we would need to allow 6 to 8 weeks for recovery and physical therapy. You will need to reach the parts and service room on the other side of Funtime Auditorium to perform the procedure yourself. Let's check on Ballora first and make sure she's on her stage. Great, it looks like everything is as it should be in Ballora Gallery. Let's check on Funtime Foxy. It's important to make sure she's on her stage before entering. Great, it looks like everything is as it should be in Funtime Auditorium. There is no need to check on Baby tonight. Please refrain from entering unauthorized areas. Proceed directly to Funtime Auditorium.
Ska jag gå till vilket ska jag gå då? Du luras mig. Om du luras jag kommer döda dig. Jag kan springa. Jag kommer knulla dig om det.
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent.
Jag ska gå ut. Men vad fan, jag gick ju fel. Nej. Under the desk. Helvete, vad fan ska jag gå då? Grab. Kommer ju vara som förut där.
Did you know that I was on stage once? It wasn't for very long, only one day. What a wonderful day, though. I was in a small room with balloons and a few tables. No one sat at the tables, though, but children would run in and out. Some were afraid of me, others enjoyed my songs. Music was always coming from somewhere else, down a hall. I would always count the children, I'm not sure why. I was always acutely aware of how many there were in the room with me. 2, then 3, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 2, then none. They usually played together in groups of 2 or 3. I was covered in glitter. I smelled like birthday cake. There were 2, then 3, then 5, then 4. I can do something special. Did you know that? I can make ice cream. Although I only did it once. There were 4, then 3, then 2, then 1.
Oh, fuck.
Something happened when there was 1. A little girl, standing by herself. I was no longer myself, and I stopped singing. My stomach opened, and there was ice cream. I couldn't move, at least, not until she stepped closer. There was screaming for a moment, but only for a moment. Then other children rushed in again, but they couldn't hear her over the sounds of their own excitement. I still hear her sometimes. Why did that happen?
Motion trigger. Circus gallery vent. Fredham Auditorium maintenance vent open.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Oh fuck, man kan kämpa med händer. Jag vill rädda. Kolla. Köp mitt hjärta, Mackan. Jag vet inte vad man ska göra ens. Får jag sprinta?
Frontline Auditorium maintenance vent open.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Vad ska jag göra? Ska jag slicka då? Kolla. Okej, vi kör igen. Vi kör igen, kom igen. Kan vi börja maten? Jag är hungrig.
Frontline Auditorium maintenance vent open.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Gör som jag säger!
Jag hör inte vad du säger när det är så högt. Vad är det?
Flasha. Om man är framför dig
Så ska jag inte flasha.
så går du inte.
Jaha, man ska inte gå. Men om man är framför mig då ska jag flasha om inte.
Flasha. Om man är framför dig så
Mm.
fortsätter du inte gå.
Och förlåt.
Flashar honom tills han försvinner.
Ja, men vad fan måste jag göra här igen?
Frontline Auditorium maintenance vent open.
Unlike Ballora, Funtime Foxy is motion activated. For this reason, it's important to keep the room dark, as to not accidentally activate her. You have been provided with a flash beacon. Use it if you need to get your bearings and to ensure you don't bump into anything. However, use it as sparingly as possible. Proceed forward to reach the parts and service room.
Kan du gå? Jo, snälla. Den kommer närmare. Någon är inte där. Han är där nu.
Motion trigger, parts and service.
Great job reaching parts and service. It seems that Funtime Freddy is out of power, which should make your job much easier. The release switch for the chest cavity is located on the underside of the endoskeleton jaw. To reach it, we will first need to open the faceplates. You will need to press the faceplate release triggers in a specific order, and it's important to be as precise and as careful as possible. Locate the small button on Freddy's face, just under his right cheek, and press it.
Small button, right cheek, and press it.
Great! Now locate the button under his left cheek and press it. Great! Now carefully locate and press the button next to Freddy's right eye. Great! Now carefully locate and press the button just above Freddy's nose. Good job! The faceplates should now be open. Locate and press the small button on the... Excellent! The chest cavity should now... Great work! You will now be required to remove the secondary power module from the Bonnie hand puppet. Press the large black button beneath Bonnie's bow tie to release the power module. Great job! You've acquired both power modules. This completes your tasks for the night. Please exit the building through Funtime Auditorium, and we'll see you back here again tomorrow.
För i helvete. Men säg bara. Fuck you, Mackan. Jag klarade det.
Daddy, she can make balloons.
Varför?
Have you seen her make balloons?
Helvete.
Oh, Daddy, let me go to her.
Ja, det är jättebra peptalk. Hur mycket är klockan?
Shh, be still and quiet. You've been sleeping for quite a while. I think they noticed that you never left the building last night. The cameras were searching for you, but they couldn't find you. I have you hidden too well. I kidnapped you.
Man kan säga att jag vet inte vad jag ska göra. Jag fattar inte engelska. Du förtjänar inte.
Don't be afraid. I'm not going to hurt you. I am only going to keep you for a little while. Try not to wiggle, though. You're inside something that came from my old pizzeria. I don't think it was ever used. At least not the way it was meant to be used. Too dangerous. It's just big enough for one person to fit inside, but just barely. You're in the scooping room. Do you know why they call it the scooping room? It's because, dummy, this is the room where they use the scooper. I thought that would be obvious. Isn't that a fun name for something? The scooper. It sounds like something you would use for ice cream, or custard, or sprinkles. It sounds like something you would want at your birthday party. to ensure that you get a heaping portion of every good thing. I wonder, though, if you were a freshly opened pint of ice cream, how you would feel about something with that name. Thankfully, I don't think a freshly opened pint of ice cream feels anything at all. Uh-oh. It sounds like someone else is in the building. Shh.
Skriv. Can you...
Okay, bring her over.
Can you type?
Forward. More. Okay, stop. Set it down. Watch your step.
What happened to it this time? Just seems like these things can't go a day without breaking down.
Tjena!
It's always the same, man. Some kind of hardware malfunction.
Nej, det är inte den.
Well, I had to be somewhere in 15 minutes. And this place
Undrar om han har kollat hela
we
tiden.
just get this over with. It's all automated. We don't have to be here for it. Just get her on the rollers and we can go.
Fan för nu. Det gnisslade.
There's something very important that I've learned how to do over time. Do you know what that is? How to pretend. Do you ever play make-believe? Pretend to be one way when you are really the other. It's very important. But Laura never learns. But I do. They think there is something wrong on the inside. The only thing that matters is knowing how to pretend. I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Jag fattar inte vad jag ska göra. Nej, du får köra.
Hur lång tid måste klara dig? 3 minuter. Men kan du ändå sätta på en sån där time? Nej, vänta.
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Vad sa du? Jorden kommer inte gå under den 23. Varför skulle den gå under den 23 för?
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Vill du testa?
I'll open the faceplates for you. That way they can find you on the cameras. Now all you have to do is wait. I'd recommend that you keep the spring locks wound up. Your breathing and your heartbeat are causing them to come loose. You don't want them to get too loose. Trust me.
Imorgon 23. Nej. Får vi hoppas att vi har bra under när då är inte vi på den sidan man gjorde. Nu kör vi OB istället, Oskar. Alltså jag kommer aldrig klara den där.
Arriving at Shadow. Select your hero. Three, two, one, fight.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself.
Fuck.
It'll take more than that.
Fan vad jag är dålig på det här, Oskar. Tack, fuck you. Nej, det ska man inte säga. Förlåt mig, det var inte meningen. Men man är snäll så säger man inte så.
Kills to win.
I've got unfinished business. Now, hold up now. It'll take more than that. Got you in my sights.
Det kommer inte hända, de är så dåliga. Söker du på det, Oskar? Det är något jävla skämt som han har hittat på. Garanterat, Oskar. Jag lovar dig. Ja, det tror jag.
Enemy needs 10 kills to win.
Jorden kommer inte gå under, Oskar. Var inte rädd. Var inte rädd. Jag skulle inte sprungit. Vad fan ska jag springa någonstans? Fan, ingenting. Tråkigt att man inte har knutmaskar.
Enemy needs 5 kills to win.
Fast det är fan sant. Eller kolla om mamma och pappa är mamma och pappa hemma? Är de?
Time to raise my EPS.
Fan, jag killat 4 stycken nu. Jag killade. Det här är viktigt då, Oskar. Det här är viktigt. Du kommer aldrig förstå det här. Det är en viktig grej. Men varför kan du inte sätta dig på den där stolen bredvid mig? Det är bara... Nej, men flyttar. Här är en laddare. Jag har en laddare precis bredvid. Nej, mamma och pappa är inte hemma. När kommer de hem då? När kommer de hem? Jaha. Ta dem. Nej, det sa jag inte. Nu ska jag kolla på alla dina hemliga bilder. Lita på. Här, du kan se alla dina bilder. Ska jag kolla? Har du något hemligt? Va? Ja. Hej då, kolla livestream, det är 2 stycken. Men nu slutar vi. Hej då.